What is up, everybody? My name is Nick, joined again by Matt. Matt's back. Welcome back. Glad to have you. I'm going to be professional, act like I'm excited to see you. That is a classic jersey there, for sure.
It's pretty tough.
Let's get right into it, though. You had a great night last night. Go ahead and get it out of your system. Talk about it.
Just another day in the office, my brother. Another day in the office. To be honest, the official plays went 1-1, and the one that I hit was plus 100, so a perfect push. But we did cash a plus 6,500, 6,469 parlay. If you put $10 on it, you won $600, which is just enough bankroll to have quite a lot of fun today, if you ask me. If you're gonna hit a parlay, Saturday night's the night to do it because now you have football Sunday money galore. So yeah, it's a great day to have a great day, and damn it, we're gonna have one.
Is that Mr. Rogers? Who is that?
I don't even know, honestly. I think it's my old high school basketball coach. Shout out, Coach Hobbs, for making me feel motivated every morning.
It's a great day to have a day. Is that Mr. Rogers? I swear it is.
Matty Chucks underneath.
Yesterday was my birthday. It was awful.
Yeah.
Because I worked working. Yeah, it fucking sucked, dude.
Hold on. I want you to know that Nick didn't realize he was working on his birthday until Wednesday.
I did.
Okay.
I knew I was going to work. It happens every Saturday. I work Wednesday through Saturdays, 30 hours a week. It's a hard life. Just a recent schedule. So, but nonetheless, it sucked. It was awful. Georgia did pull through. I did a dumb.
Yeah.
Thank you. Georgia did pull through. I did a dumb little parlay as a two-legger that didn't make any sense. Like as far as like betting it, I bet first half spread and full game spread. It was a sweat at the end because they let them score a couple, but I cashed a little plus 118 on my birthday, so that's nice. You know, it was a risk-free bet from
it makes sense.
Risk-free from FanDuel, so that was the nice part. FanDuel just hooked me up on my birthday.
They always do, as they should.
I know they do.
As they should.
As they should. Yeah, of course. They want you betting on your birthday. Of course. Why wouldn't they? But we got a lot to talk about. NFL. Happy NFL Day to all. You know what? Don't start with me. It's rough. I'm old.
Definitely right.
I'm old. Yeah, I'm an old man.
How does it feel?
I don't know, dude.
Did you wake up any different?
I think the realization will happen over the next couple weeks and into the new year.
Did your back just like start instantly hurting that morning when you woke up?
It already hurts from Army stuff, so it's like I've been hurting since like I was 23. But that's a whole different story. Let's get into it. I'm tired of talking about this stuff. Let's talk about the NFL. What do you got today? I mean, there's a lot on the plays. I know you've already talked about one. Let's just start off with that because you did a video yesterday on the Flash Picks YouTube channel. Talk us through it.
Chiefs money line, and I brought out the guns. Just kidding. Brought out the hammer. It's time. It's hammer time. I said it's hammer time. I told you guys in the video. Go check it out. Just because why not? Better analysis. But basically, top 5, top 6 team in DVOA analytics. Chiefs better offense. Bengals better defense. Bengals still a little banged up with Mixon and Chase, most likely playing, but not 100%. So I like the Chiefs from that aspect alone, but also the fact that the Bills did win on Thursday. If the Chiefs lose, the Bills and Chiefs are now tied for the lone top spot in the AFC. There is that most coveted bye week that you're looking for. So the Chiefs want to win this game. They don't want to be tied with the Bills, and they lost to the Bills earlier on in the season. They got to have a better record than them. They need to beat the Bengals. And one thing that Patrick Mahomes has not done in his sweet, short, beautiful career, and that is beat Joe Burrow. He's 0-2 against Joe Burrow, and both games they blew double-digit leads in the second half. The most recent one being the AFC Championship game where Patrick Mahomes just looked like he forgot how to throw a football. If that's me and I'm Patrick Mahomes, I'm circling the Bengals on the calendar before the season even starts. So pair that with the fact that he just had a kid. Unless he wants Joe Burrow to be that kid's grandfather, he's going to have to beat him today. He's going to have to beat him today.
That's how it works. You lose your first game, that quarterback becomes your grandfather. Yeah.
If he doesn't beat him, it's 3-0. Then Burrow will be 3-0 against him. That'll be Patrick Mahomes' dad, which is in that case his baby's grandfather.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
100%. I like this game as well. The -2.5 at this point seems more. Obviously, you found the -130. It's still on points bet. That's the best odds I could see at this point. You might want to shop around and see if you can see anything else. -2.5 is pretty appealing. Bengals did screw me over last week when I bet them versus the Titans. But that was more the Titans' fault, being stupid. Honestly, I do like this Chiefs team. I might just tail you on this and go the -130 on points bet. I have to think. I kind of want to take the -2.5. I'm still on the fence, honestly.
As soon as someone misses an extra point, though, you're going to want to kill me.
And usually when I'm on the fence, I'll just wait until see how my 1 o'clock games go, and then decide whether I want to bet it then at that point. Because as long as it stays at that 2.5, I'm fine. If it creeps up past 3, I'm definitely not taking it. But we'll see. Let's talk about one thing that we have to bet. Have to continue to bet until they prove me wrong. Yeah, Commanders -1.5. Commanders -1.5. I've been betting with Heineke ever since 6 weeks ago. 6 straight weeks against the spread. Boom, winner. Going up against the Giants. I just love this team. I think we're better with Heineke at the helm. Our offensive line isn't the best, but and Heineke will make one mistake. Honestly, you should look at Heineke to throw a pick. What is that? Because he makes one mistake a game. He gets one. He just throws the dumbest throw.
He does. I was going to mention that, but I don't want you to get upset at me.
No, go for it. I can realize there's
-130.
What?
-130 on DraftKings.
That makes sense. Oh no, -108. I mean -122 on FanDuel. So you might want to look at that. I'm not going to personally bet that, but I have to continue to ride this. I'm 6-0 with them against the spread. They're 5-1 in that span, straight up. I mean, love it. I'm going to continue to bet it. I'm going to continue to bet it.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
You're basically right.
I really like this team. The problems I have, so let's play some devil's advocate here. Last week versus the run, they were running the ball and they were running it down our throats pretty well. The Falcons were. Obviously, that's not something you want to see going into, a week versus Saquon Barkley. Nonetheless, I still like it.
And that's fair.
I'm taking it. But yeah. Let's see. What's up next? Are you up next?
Yeah.
I'm lost right now. It's so
bang. This is a beauty.
Yeah.
A beauty. Listen, guys, before the season started, I would never bet a Lions money line, but this just makes sense. If you look at their schedule, they're playing some solid football. They just lost to the Bills on Thanksgiving Day by 3 points. Thank you, Tyler Bass, again. But they were in that game. They were winning that game late. They lost 28-25. We're in the game the whole way. They beat the Giants 31-18 in New York. They beat the Bears in Chicago. They beat the Packers at home. They lost to the Dolphins 31-27. Dolphins are a great football team. They lost by 4. Got kind of worked by the Cowboys in Dallas, but that's because they couldn't score and they lost 24-6. It is what it is. Since that loss, they've lost by 4 to the Dolphins, won 3 in a row, and lost to the Bills by 3. They're playing great football. They're a touch better DVOA analytics than the Jaguars in almost every category, and they're home. And I get to pick them. I know the Jaguars just won versus the Ravens on a late come back. But guess what? Everyone does that. It's not special. You're not special. Okay. Everyone does that against the Ravens. So you could have that one, but the Lions will be expecting you in Detroit, and there will be a murder of the Jaguars.
Who was the Lions pop quiz? Who was the Lions number 1 pick last year? Wide receiver from Alabama.
Take it. Take the lead. He is back.
He's back. He is back. Mr. Williams. There's a chance he is active. I don't know if he actually plays today, but that's, obviously encouraging news overall, just as, as far as watching this team. Again, no idea if he's actually going to touch the ball today. But, yeah, something to look at.
Listen, if I drafted a guy and he got hurt and I'm basically out of the playoffs, you're not mathematically out of the playoffs, you're 4-7. I'm seeing what this guy can do.
But at the same time, you don't want to hurt him. It's the devil's – yeah.
I'm saying play him a couple snaps, throw him the ball, see what can happen. The Jaguars, if there's one team that you're going to feast on, it's this Jaguars passing defense. So this is what I would say. Just throw it either to Williams or Brown. The back of the jerseys, that's who you're throwing to. Let Jared Goff just kind of chill in the back and do what he can do. They can run the ball too if they want to, but this Jaguar team is basically going to say, throw the football on us because we can't do anything about it. And that's why I love the Lions. They do very well in the passing game. Yes, because everybody does this against the Ravens. My grandma played the Ravens in week 2. On her wheelchair, she threw a Hail Mary and beat the Ravens by 3 in the final minute. Everyone does it. Just everyone does it. So I'm not scared.
All right. Well, let's go right into my play. Next up, my God, I'm so lost this morning. Seahawks team total over 23.5 going up against the Rams. The Rams are absolutely depleted. Offensively, defensively, they're having problems everywhere. And it's kind of unfortunate. Matthew Stafford's out. Cooper Kupp's been out for a little bit. Aaron Donald's going to be out. Obviously, Cam Akers. You got multiple offensive linemen. You have multiple linebackers that are out. You got a cornerback that's out. You got injuries absolutely everywhere to the Rams. That team, they honestly look pretty defeated. Bryce Perkins is their quarterback. He used to play for UVA. He's not someone I'd trust at quarterback either. You saw that last week versus a good Chiefs team, but he had no offensive ability at all. They just tried to basically do a lot of running plays with him and then short passes, and it's just no offense at all whatsoever. Nonetheless, the Seahawks have been absolutely crushing it. I'm going to read you some scores since October, beginning of October. So the last 8 games, Seahawks 48, 32, 19 versus the Cardinals, 37, 27, 31, 16 versus the Buccaneers, and then 34 last week. So offensively, that's why we picked the over last week. Yes, they might give up some points, and probably not this week versus that offense, but they definitely score some points as well. The spread is 7. Didn't really want to touch the spread. I would definitely look at the Seahawks side if I had to pick a side overall, but I'm taking the team total. That's 3 touchdowns and a field goal. I think that's definitely something that's obtainable. It's at the Rams. Doesn't really matter there. I'd love for it to be at the Seahawks, but the way this offense and defense for the Rams is beat up, I don't think the Rams offense is going to sustain long drives. You're missing your best player, Aaron Donald. You're missing multiple linebackers, a cornerback on that side of the field as well. Obviously, they still have, Jalen Ramsey, so on. They have pieces. But the Seahawks team with Geno Smith has proven that they can put up points on the board. Russell Wilson was the problem all these years. Wow. Who would have thought?
He really was.
Who would have thought? But 23.5 is a nice number. I found that one on FanDuel. I'm sure you could shop around. There's no need. All you're doing at that point is shopping for better odds, because 22.5 versus 23.5, there's no difference there, honestly. most of the time, unless they miss an extra point, God forbid. Matt, what are your thoughts on that?
I like it. I like it a lot, Sir Nicholas. I really do.
Oh, thank you. I think it'd be a nice way to avoid that spread. I've kind of looked at team totals recently. I do like overs just in general. Who doesn't love betting an over? Just an absolute shootout, exactly like last week with that. I keep going back to that Raiders Seahawks. Such an easy pick. That was such an easy pick.
It was very hard, and that's why you listen to us, guys.
Yeah. But you got to play. It's a kicker prop. Let's get it out of the way. You think we're going to go a whole episode without a kicker prop? You're fucking crazy.
I'm also been scrambling for the whole time we've been on to find another one. But speaking of props and plays that people love to bet, good old kicker props, baby. This is good old Mr. Brett Maher over 2.5 extra points, -125. We did cash this on Thanksgiving. You probably missed it while you're stuffing your face with stuffing or pies or whatever. But this guy has hit this in every game since Dak has came back. That's 5 games in a row. And 4 of those games, he's had 4 extra points. And in one of those 4 more, he had 7. So they're scoring touchdowns. They're really just shoving it down people's throats. Run games back, pass games back. Against the Colts 10-point spread, to beat a team by 10 points, you have to score most likely 2 touchdowns. If I just need 1 more to cash this extra points, I like it. I don't think they try any, fishy business with the go for 2. I don't see them losing like that and it being a weird, scoregami. But Brett Maher over 2.5 extra points every game since Dak's back. Big spread, big favorites. I don't see how you don't bet this. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, keeps cashing it. They keep scoring touchdowns. This is an explosive offense. I can't disagree. I wish we could just disagree a little bit today, but I can't. I absolutely can't. This one might be a little bit of a question mark, and I'm still kind of walking through it, playing through it in my head. It's early this morning, so my brain's not working. Let's talk about it, though. Dolphins team total over 20.5. It's a strong defense on the 49ers, but the Dolphins have been putting up points. Their passing is number 1 in the league. Going up against, as far as DVOA, this is what I'm talking about. Passing's number 1, going up against the 10th ranked DVOA passing defense. 2nd ranked offense overall on DVOA versus the 5th. They're putting up a crap load of points every week. What are your thoughts? I mean, they put up 30. Let's see. We got so much notes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put up 30 plus in the last 4 weeks straight. And it's only 3 touchdowns.
You can cash that.
Okay. I just want some approval, I guess, on this. There's something, I feel a little crazy betting against one of the best defenses in the country. Nonetheless, I think the 4.5 is a nice number. I just don't trust the Dolphins defense that much, even though the 49ers haven't looked great, and they're going to be missing a couple running backs at this point, it looks like. But they've 4 straight games with 30 points. The offense looks like they're rolling. Even with a good secondary, 3 touchdowns, I'm taking it. Matt didn't hate me for it, so I'm taking it.
I don't hate you for it.
Let's run through these plays. Let's answer some questions, and let's get out there and have a great day. I'm fucking pumped.
Do we do another kicker prop?
Oh my God. We'll talk about it at the end. Let's see. Oh my God. I'm messing stuff up over here. I can't even focus. Chiefs. There we go. Chiefs money line. -130 was your first play. I kind of don't mind the 2.5 either. -130 is at points bet. Matt did a video on it on the YouTube already. Nice 1.5-minute video. So check that out for some more explanations. Yeah. Commanders -1.5 versus the Giants. Have to go back to them. 6-0 since I started with Heineke against the spread. 5-1 straight up. Let's keep it going. One of the hottest teams out there. Can't say they're not one of the hottest teams. Matt, look at me in the face. Tell me they're not one of the hottest teams. When you go 5-1 in your last 6, 6-0 gets spread. Say it. I want to
True.
hear you're
How about those New York Football Giants, though?
Okay. We'll talk later. Lions at home, -110 versus the Jaguars. Obviously, Matt brought up some great points as far as Lions home versus away, and the Jaguars in absolute shootouts. I'm taking Seahawks over 23.5 versus a beat up Rams team and the Seahawks team who knows how to put points on the board. Matt's going back to a classic kicker prop.
100%.
Over 2.5 extra points. And then I'm taking Dolphins team total over 20.5. I already see some questions coming in here. So let's get right into them. 24.5. That changes a lot of things as far as my play for 23.5 team total, Jason. So when it changes from needing three touchdowns and a field goal to something, another field goal, another touchdown, something additional to that. I don't like it at 24.5. I mean, they can definitely do it, but we saw the other day when we did the Bills team total. That was kind of sweaty. We did that and they cashed the 23.5. It was sweaty, but it wasn't because they were so far up. They didn't need to score anymore. They just cashed the 24 and they ended on 24. So I don't like it at 24.5. 23.5 is a better number. That's always why I like to have a variety of books available to, shop against. Not a bad idea there. Check lines. Apparently it is. We have one every week. Let's see. Boom. Team total. Okay, so Dolphins team total is +100 on DK. Again, another great opportunity to shop lines and get plus money there. Travis Kelce and Hunter Henry. Obviously, he's talking about Hunter Henry, right? Anybody else? Hunter Henry already played, man. I'm sorry.
And that's Jason Kelce on the Eagles.
Yes, Jason Kelce on the Eagles. No.
Judging for the fact he's a center, I don't think he's going to score, but
I mean, you never know. There's a chance. Maybe they have like a set fumble, please. No, I mean, anytime you bet those guys, it's always an opportunity to. They're chalked up for.
I'm not gonna say don't. I hate the price, but I do like them a lot.
It's gonna say. Well, we just named two of them, so there you go.
I actually have a lean, and I want to talk about it. Is the Packers first half team total over 11.5 versus the Bears.
He hates those Bears.
What?
He hates those Bears.
No, he does. He's in Chicago, but the Packers are also 13-5 to the first half team total in the season. My only worry is that his injury stops him a little bit if he's more hurt than he actually is. So that's kind of why I'm staying away. But the fact that he hates Chicago, he's going to want to get out early. They're 13-5 to the first half. They've normally had second half kind of crumbles. I like that on 11.5 -120 in MGM. It's 12.5 other places. But I don't mind 12.5 either because a touchdown, 2 field goals, cash it, or 2 touchdowns, cash it. That's kind of my lean. Or in the same game, Mason Crosby over 2.5 extra points. It's kind of the same scenario. I think the Packers score 3 touchdowns. He scored, I think, the last 5 games against the Bears, 3+ extra points in his last 5. That's because Aaron Rodgers just does hate the Bears, and they score touchdowns. But again, the leans that's a lean due to his injury. But if you want to play it, you want more plays, I like that one a lot.
Yeah, 100%. Someone just asked about Seahawks team total at 24. It's 22, 23.5 right there. There you go. There's 2 options on FanDuel. It's stupid. There's one that's same game parlay, and it's usually a point difference. And then there's one that's just straight up. So be aware of that. No, Francis. Won't happen. Won't let it happen. people can't find their extra point props, where would you be able to help them out and find that?
DraftKings has them. So some states don't have it.
Mm.
I found that out yesterday when I posted it. Don't
Why
know
is
what,
that?
I don't know. So
I
it's
don't
kind of
get
like I think New York doesn't, because New York didn't have hockey shot lines either for a while.
New York's
I don't
the
know what-
worst, honestly.
I can't tell you. I'd probably take his kicking points just in case. But I do have another play. I can't hold it in anymore.
I don't. Oh my. Okay.
And it's scary.
This guy, real quick. This guy's a known idiot. A follower of ours. He's not very smart. he's just not very smart. What can I say? He's gonna look real dumb again today. But thank you, Callum. I appreciate you coming on. I'll text you later. Son of a bitch.
You know what?
Again, throw in those questions. We're gonna go through
the play.
Go ahead, dude.
Go
ahead.
It is gonna be a Matty Chucks, unless Nick wants to. The ball's in his court.
It is. I mean, I don't even know what the play is. Like, tell me the play, and then
it is a kicker prop.
No, I don't. No.
So here it is. Here it is. There was this man. All right, I'm gonna set this up.
No,
there was this man, and he used to be one of the best kickers to ever walk the face of God's green earth. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, some would say this guy would pass good old Mr. Tucker, good old Mr. Carlson. Remember Janikowski on the Raiders? He was there. I'm pretty positive he was there back then. This kicker was so nasty, okay? But he's kind of fell off. And he's fallen off. You look like Little Red Riding Hood, but he's kind of fallen off. And he's on the team that some consider a bad team.
Get to the fucking point.
Some consider they should move to the Arena Football League. He's on the Jets. He's on the Jets, and is Greg the Leg Zuerlein. Over 1.5 field goals is plus 100. They're playing in a dome against the Vikings. So first of all, weather is really not going to be a factor. The Vikings have allowed over 1.5 field goals in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. 7 of the last 8 games. They didn't do one. And that was against a team that also sucks. This team called the Washington Commanders. But either way, they're allowing 2, 3, 4 field goals a game in Minnesota. This Jets team, they have some new swag at QB, some new style. I like them to gain yards, but the red zone may still be an issue. And if that's the case, we have short field goals, baby. Short field goals. So I'm gonna type this in at the end. My podcast exclusive kicker prop. I gotta spell this guy's last name. Zuerlein. Over 1.5 field goals plus 100. There you have it. He's had over 1.5 attempts in his last 5 games as well. Dome should help him out. I think we see some short field goals. I like the over in the game as well. Points, attempts. All I see is to slam this guy's leg. His name is Greg the Leg. That's all you need to know. Podcast exclusive kicker prop. There
from Naughty Chucks. I'll take credit when it cashes. That's what I'm best at. Guys, any more questions? I'm getting weird here. I feel like a Little Red Riding Hood. I'm ready to go. Honestly, just the longest day ever. And then I woke up and I just felt tired, older. It was just getting weird. It's getting weird today. Oh my God. One more time. Let's run through it. We're getting comments to run through it. So Chiefs money line minus 130. I'm taking Commanders minus 1.5. He's taking money line on the Lions at home. I'm taking Seahawks over 23.5. He's taking extra points over 2.5. I'm taking Dolphins over 20.5. And his podcast exclusive play, all Matt until I take the credit, is Greg the Leg over 1.5 field goals at plus 100. I think that's it. Guys, thanks again for joining us. Hope all is well. If you need us to run through the plays or you have any questions on the plays, we went through it in the first 20 minutes. We've done multiple recaps. I hope you guys have a great day. Bet responsibly. We'll be back tomorrow with Fast Money Labs in the morning to go over the hockey slate for the day and Monday Night Football. Let's get after it. Have a great day.
Peace.